It should come up with my desktop site. And I'm going to bring this down out of the way. And it shall be good. Brother, what is going on?
Oh, all kinds of stuff.
So, word on the streets, you're the man Mike Neumann with Hardcore RC, right?
Yeah.
So, tell me a little bit about what you guys do over at Hardcore RC.
Pretty much we make design any kind of links you want
So, links are your
or need.
specialty?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could come up with an ultimate custom chassis, one that I decided to get froggy with. You could hook me up with a set.
Sure can.
That's awesome.
Yeah, all I need is what axles you want and chassis.
What? Huh? So it might be one of those situations. If I make the chassis, it would have to be some numbers sent your way, right?
Yeah.
That's,
Pretty much.
man. So what got you into making links and hardcore RC as a whole?
Well, there's a pretty decent story behind that.
Tell me. We got time.
Well, I started working for this one guy, and his son came up. Well, Brent from In the Works RC, he's the one that actually got me into it.
Okay. Interesting.
He's one. Yeah, he's the one that talked me into building my first super crawler.
How so?
Yeah, and then before that, the owner of the company I was working for just started up Blue Monkey. See,
Sorry,
and
had a moment.
and he tried to talk me into it for about 2 months to make links for him.
Okay.
And then when I made my super and made my first program for my links for it, and then after that, it just started making links for Blue Monkey RC. And then when I left there in 2014, took a vacation for about a year, bought a lathe, and then posted my first setup on Facebook on this crawler I was building. And somebody was like, "Hey, I know who you are."
So the short version is it just snowballed.
Yeah.
So it was it an intentional business, or did it just kind of turn into that?
Kind of turned into that. It started out as it's more like a hobby to me, really.
Okay. So I saw you at Motorama this year, and I've seen and we've met over at Adrenaline Raceway, which is in for anybody watching is in Winchester, Virginia. Um, what brings you out to RC in general? What's the draw?
To me, it's about the fun.
So are you looking forward? Or I should say, sorry, getting my thoughts together here. Um, what really got you into it? Was it you as a kid? Like, what's the story behind you picking up that first TX and getting at it, putting some drive time down?
Um, I also had the Radio Shacks when I was a kid.
Okay, so which one was your favorite? Going back old school on a Radio Shacks.
Mine was the old Bandit
What made that one stand out for you?
because it took a beating.
I can totally see it happening too.
Yeah, because where my grandfather lived at, we had uh, it was like a like the old cell, like you're going down into the basement and you had the concrete steps. Well, we had a concrete patio and then the steps, and then we would make ramps, see if we can jump it across it.
Did you make it?
Sometimes. Depends on how much power was in the battery.
Fair. Yeah, because back then, lipos didn't exist.
That, yeah, it was back in the 80s.
Oh, man. So, if that was back then, what brought you, what put you to crawling specifically instead of just, the bashers or the racers?
The community is a lot more funner. Everybody gets along.
Okay.
Everybody goes out and has fun.
I mean, I've seen you interacting with new guys. Just the first time they brought their crawler out, all of a sudden they're at a competition. Uh, I was that guy.
Yeah.
We all had to start somewhere. Um, and watching you work with them like is like watching a coach happen. What's the inspiration just to jump right in and really assist those guys, help those guys out, maybe give them some pointers here and there.
To me, when going to a conference, it's all about the fun and the interaction, really. I mean, I am not there to compete. I'm just there to have fun.
Cool. So we went up to Motorama. Are you planning to go to any other large events?
I'm thinking about it.
Which ones you thinking about? Because I'm thinking about a couple too.
I'm thinking the super shafty one. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm still bitter about that one. Last year. I was that guy that posted up. My car failed in the West Virginia mountains.
Ah, come on, man.
No, it did. My catalytic converters went.
Oh, man.
So I couldn't get up a mountain.
You have to put a rope in there so you can drag it up the mountain.
Yeah, I'm not dragging it up that mountain. I knew exactly where I was when that happened. And I knew that I had just enough power to get up to the turnaround so I can coast back down the other side and hit oil fields, West Virginia.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not. Are you familiar where that's at?
It sounds familiar.
Okay, it's exactly 100 miles. Thank you, AAA. The sheets is door to door 100 miles.
Oh, wow.
So I got my towing covered. We don't want to talk about the wait though, because that was like 6 hours waiting for a truck.
Oh, my.
Oh yeah.
That's a long wait.
At least that was a Sheets.
Yeah, at least you can get coffee.
That's true. Yeah, they felt bad for me. They ended up giving me like free refills. They're like, "You're waiting. I'm so sorry. Here you go."
Yeah, that's a long wait.
Yeah. So, I felt my fair share of pain going up through some of the mountains. You know, getting there. Have you ever had to deal with an issue on your way to a comp?
No, not on the way to a comp. Coming back from a party, maybe.
I see that smile. I know. So
that's when I made my two buddies push the car up the hill and down the exit ramp.
Was it before video happened?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's probably a good thing we didn't have cameras.
I raise my coffee cup to that one. So, I mean, looking at hardcore RC, kind of getting back on our topic, you know, where do you see yourself going with it? You've got quite a following, let me tell you.
Yeah, hopefully I can take it as far as I can go. That's the plan. Because I'm rebuilding a CNC mill now. Plus, I picked up a 3D printer.
Okay.
And hopefully, sooner or later, I can pick up a bigger lathe.
Okay. So, knowing that, are you going to be able to start doing some stuff for like 1.5 or in larger trucks as well?
Probably.
Okay. So that's going to really open up some options with business wise.
Yeah, because I do make a link kit for like the TF2s and stuff like that too.
Okay. So tell me about those. I know people love the TF2s leafed, but there's a few of those guys that like that truck linked. Like, what's the conversion like?
Um, it's pretty much it. You can buy the link kits through RC 4-wheel drive, but they've been easy. And what they do is they'll throw the links away, and then they'll just either use my stainless or um, titanium.
Okay.
And
So,
then I also make link kits for the A&M garage skid too.
oh really?
Yeah. Yeah,
How's
you
that?
saw the truck there at Motorama.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, the black one.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's the one that takes the link kits off the A&M garage skid.
Okay. Okay.
And then here in probably about another week or two, I'm going to take that same truck and get rid of the stock TF2 axles and come up with a link kit for the 10-2 axles.
That'll be fun. That'll sell big.
Yeah.
Because
I
that's
just got to figure out what panhard mount I'm going to use on it. So hopefully that's going to be coming out here soon.
oh, that's a big announcement. That's
Yeah.
a big announcement. So your customers are gonna definitely enjoy that one.
Yeah, because I've already had like 3 or 4 people ask about that one.
Yeah, it's kind of like what I did. It was like as soon as it got to like 4 to 5 people asking for a certain thing, it's time to figure out what's up. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a market for it.
Because I know, because I was looking at my other one that I'm building, the other TF2 that I'm building, where it's got the, where you can put the scale motor and it's got the scale trans.
Yeah.
That looks like it would be an easy mod, but to do like the regular 1-speed TF2 trans,
Okay.
I mean, you had to play around with the other fourth link, but it shouldn't be that hard to figure
Okay.
out.
Okay. Because I mean, I can see where that would be a big option.
Yeah.
So if you were to pick up one of your obviously have a customer come to you and say, I have this truck, I don't know what link kit I should get. Like what are you going to say to your customer base to help guide them to a product that's going to suit them for the best?
Most time I ask them what chassis they're using and what axle they're using, because I practically pretty much have most of everything I need. And I can just make my own set right there from scratch, or already have a kit for it.
Okay. Okay. Because like, I mean, you got odd ducks. Like, you always got that one guy that has one of these. The HPI Venture.
Right.
Obviously, I'm that
One
guy.
I don't have yet.
Really?
I have the 4 lowers, but that's the only measurements I got for it so far. There's the 4 lowers.
I'll have to send we'll have to get together and you can do a measurement on mine.
All right.
Because I really enjoy the way this thing runs. That's the truck I got my personal best score with at the last comp.
That's good.
So,
I've seen that. He did pretty good.
I'll take it. It's not perfect, but I think that's one big lesson I've learned. Run clean.
Yeah.
Don't hit a gate.
And no reverses. Don't forget reverses.
I'm not worried about reverses.
Yeah, I get a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm not worried too much about reverses because if I need to take it, I need to take it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But what I'm worried about is hitting those gates. 10 reverses is one gate. More than likely, I won't need 10 reverses.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of picked that up after watching a few guys, especially over at. I'm so glad we went to Motorama.
Yeah, that was fun.
For those of you who don't know what Motorama is, it's not like a Sorka event where you have points, for each reverse. It's a scale trial. You have free reverses, but it's a time limit, and if you get 2 wheels over the boundary, you're out. Like there's a penalty. And if you flip your truck, you're out. It's a DNF. and you get as many runs as you can in that 1 to 2 hour time limit, and good luck. 15-minute max.
Yep, that's about right.
And I mean,
But
I
it's a
learned a
class,
few.
though.
And I mean, I learned a few lessons, including but not limited to stay in first gear in mud.
Yeah,
Um,
especially the.
yeah. Well, I also learned that this truck can take mud too, but that's a whole nother story. Um, I got my revenge with it earlier today. With a guy, you know Bill Riddle, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did some wheeling earlier today, and it was a good time. Um, both of our trucks they're disgusting. Because he's like, "Hey, I found this place that you should check out." Um, oh, and Van Ord, Adam Van Ord's coming in and saying, "What's going on? What's going on, brother?" And he's wheeling small wheel. I got my the 475s, and man, let me tell you. You come to my area for a little bit, whatever. I will take you wheeling. It's not far. It's in, but it's depending on if it's high traffic times, quiet, beautiful, and there's spots to fish too along the way.
Well, there we go.
Yeah,
Tiny truck fishing poles.
I keep one. I keep one in my truck, tiny one. Look at my backpack. Go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when you're out wheeling, speaking of, when you're out wheeling, what's your kit look like?
Most of it's just my truck.
No
But
tools?
I try to, yeah, I try to make it to where it don't break.
Okay, so you're a careful driver.
I try to be. Not wide open too much.
I got you. I got you. So, are you more or less likely to send it?
Probably send it.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you had your so thinking about like your setup, so you have your choice. What do you prefer, brushed or brushless?
Um, most time I run brushed.
Why brushed over brushless? I'm just interested.
Um, that's what I started out with and haven't really changed.
Okay.
I mean, some of them does have brushless on them. It just depends on which one I feel like crawling that day.
I got you.
But I say probably about 3/4 of them's all brushed.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
that's interesting because I know I'm not opposed to going with either side of it. My HPI is brushed, but the one I actually the other truck the other ST class I had, that's brushed as well. But looking forward though, you mentioned you have a few trucks that are Leafs. So is that your preference, or do you prefer Links?
I prefer links, but leaf springs a whole new is a whole different class.
So
I mean, it makes you think about your lines a lot better.
okay,
At
okay.
least it flexes more and goes over more, but with the links, but with leaves, it makes you think about it.
Man, so if you're going to go into the next comp, you have an opportunity to enter a Leaf. Would you do that, like a Leaf only class?
If leaf owned class was available, yeah, I'd do it.
Okay. What about a Leaf or Link? You gonna stick Link?
Probably link.
Okay.
That's why I'm building a link TF2 now.
I figured. I mean, I'm back and forth on it, but that sounds kind of interesting because I got my TF2 sitting over there. I need some love on myself.
Heard that.
Yeah, I need to do a little work on her. So I'm looking forward. You've got a bunch of guys. So how did you get into sponsoring people?
Just pretty much said I was looking for like when I get drivers, I just ask a couple people, and then it just went from there. I'm up to like 27 drivers, and then when I sponsored, and they pretty much come and ask me if I'd sponsor them.
Interesting. Okay, that's awesome. Because I mean, a lot of people are. I mean, obviously, are looking for those sponsors and trying to get their name out there. At the same, are you? Do you have like a? I know some sponsors have like a window, like from December to March is the only time that you can the application time. Is yours more informal or more formal?
Mine's pretty much. I usually just ask for a couple months ahead of time so that I can write it down. Because if I forget to write it down, sometimes I do forget.
See, okay, so you're just straight out going with that more of a like almost an old school feel.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said before, I try to run it as a hobby than a business. Really,
Okay,
I mean, I do it for fun.
that's probably where most of your success is and why you're so successful instead of like focused beamline focused on that dollar. Sticking with
Yeah,
that love is a beautiful thing, man.
because most time I take and put the money right back in. It's either ordering more material, more rod ends. So I mean, that's why I work a full time job.
Okay. So so that's actually really important for our viewers. Uh, you know, hardcore RC is a it's a part time business. It's for the love and but not for necessarily the profit.
Right.
Okay, that's really good to know because I mean personally I'm more likely to buy from someone who loves the game and is not necessarily making. I mean, making a buck or two is great, but like they're doing it
Oh
because
yeah,
of
I mean,
passion
he
for it.
does make money, but
Right.
to me, it's more about the fun. It's I like watching people post pictures of the links where they're all beat up. To myself.
I can promise you. Yeah, I'm hard on stuff. You've seen me drive. I
Oh
am
yeah.
not easy. I am brutal. Very brutal. I've killed more stuff than I care to admit. My
Well, that's
car.
like I probably got like 3 trucks that are built and just sitting there collecting dust.
I've only got one that's built and collecting dust. I just need to change the servo, and it was my ST class that I had over at Motorama.
Oh, okay.
I worked so hard. The servo went on it at Motorama. I changed the servo, and that servo died. So it's just kind of sitting right now because I got frustrated with her. But
I can understand that.
such is life, though. So looking forward, um, where do you see hardcore RC in like a few years?
Um, Probably the same way. Moving forward.
Okay, so do you see any future R&D with like different materials?
I'm thinking about it.
Oh, all right. Hey, so someone's throwing in here. They're finishing two crawlers they started 8 years ago. Thanks, patches by patches. Yeah, that's pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. Sounds like I've got three sitting on a shelf, four bodies everywhere, tires everywhere.
I understand that.
Yeah.
That's what my garage looks like.
Here's a magic question: is it RC or 1-to-1 or both?
No, it's all RC. It's pretty much taking up my whole garage.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think there's like 15 to 20 trucks sitting out there right now.
all crawlers, or are you mixing in a little short course and
Um,
bashers?
there's one short course and three nitros. Rest of it's all crawlers, and there's like what, a bomber and 2 Yetis.
Okay.
Rest of them are all scalers.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense to me that you'd have scalers because that's, I mean, that's your bread and butter.
Yeah.
I mean, Unless you get someone to come in and get your measurements, I can see why you. Oh darn! I have to go buy another crawler.
I've done that.
Oh darn! The wife comes in and says, "Why is this here?" Oh, that's a business purchase.
No, I usually try to be straight up with my wife.
Well, technically, it is.
Yeah, it is.
So, Adam threw in there. He's got like one that runs and like five that are just scattered around. Yeah, I cannot. I feel you, brother. So I mean, I'm really interested in like, um, I guess the better question for you would be, what crawlers that are pretty mainstream that you don't have? You
The
mentioned the
HPI
Venture.
Hero.
Look, we'll get together on that one. I'll
And I
let you
think
measure.
the only one is the Hill Crawler is the only chassis that I know of that I don't have. Because I got like two of the G Speeds. I just sent Gabe some links for the V1 to see how they work. For the Class 1 version.
Okay.
Now I did the Brazilians for the TRX4.
The
I just
Brazen?
did those. Yeah, the Brazilian ATL, I think it is.
Yeah, I have one sitting right here. That's the one that got all muddy.
Yeah, I think I just made links for that the other day, over the weekend.
Okay.
For the most of my, and I just made for the carbon. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think there's that much more that I don't know that quite yet.
Do you have the D90 as well?
No, I don't think. I got a whole book full. I gotta go through and look through all that.
Okay. Well, that's a private conversation we can have as well. Because I mean, I have that D90. I mean, if we're gonna meet up and you're gonna get measurements from one, you might as well get the other from the other odd ones I have. Because why not?
That works. We can definitely do that.
Why not? But so I'm looking forward to seeing where you come. You've in a short time, just a couple of years, you've got a heck of a name. I see your stuff popping up everywhere, like pretty much every major Facebook group. I've seen the sponsors. The little patches on the side of the trucks. It doesn't go unnoticed. So, I mean, congratulations on that.
Well, thank you. I try. And where I work at, it's kind of hard to answer people during the day, but I try to catch up with everybody in the afternoons.
Okay, so that's good to know for the future. So that way, be patient with Mike.
Yeah.
Some of us do have jobs that require a lot of extra focus that we can't take our minds off of stuff. So yeah, I feel you.
Sometimes I either hit if someone notice where I hit them up like 5-6 o'clock in the morning, or I guess out in California it's like 2 or 3 in the morning.
They're probably still up. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and plus I got links. I ship links all over the world too. So,
where's the farthest place you've ever shipped links to?
Let's see here. I know I've sent to Germany, Switzerland, London, Japan.
That's cool.
One that starts with an M, but I can't remember that one.
Malta.
No.
Madagascar.
No. It's like over in Vietnamese.
Malaysia.
There it is. Yeah,
Okay.
I've sent links over there.
because they have a much different RC culture than we
Yeah.
do. That's some they got some truly scale stuff going on over there.
Oh, they
And
do.
so that's awesome. Now, you were to make a set for yourself. What's your go-to material?
Um, if I'm designing, aluminum,
Okay.
and then after that, I'd go to titanium.
Okay. So is there I mean titanium has a tensile strength that is amazing. Are you a fan of mixing different metals like aluminum top, titanium on the bottom, or all titanium or all brass? Like,
Um, sometimes I'll go stainless on the bottom, and then I'll go titanium on the top, or I'll do brass on the bottom. It all depends on what I'm building.
okay, what about for a customer? Um,
Usually, they just pretty much whatever they want, really.
okay,
Because I got one guy, he'll do brass steering, titanium uppers, and then stainless lowers.
I could see the advantage to that, giving that little extra on the front,
Yeah.
and still keep it within scale rules.
Yep.
I could see that.
But,
Okay, so all right, so if you have an opportunity, and you have someone brand new just coming into the hobby, what advice would you give them, getting them started off?
straight up, first off, get used to your truck. Fix it when you break it.
Because breaking is inevitable.
That's right.
All right, so well,
That's pretty much how you find your weak spots. Get used to your truck first.
it's a very good point. It's a very good point. So, would you recommend changing things out immediately, or just leaving them bone stock and learning how to drive?
I say learn how to drive it first,
Okay.
because yeah, because I mean you can sit there and mod it all up firsthand, but you still don't know your truck. You don't know if you don't know if you're going to be making it better or making it worse. But it also depends on what terrain you or what you're building it actually for. But like if you're new straight out of the box, it's fine.
Okay.
You might have to go with a better servo, but because they don't come very good.
Run it till it breaks. Tracks is guaranteed to break. All right. Well, Mike, I really appreciate that. So for our viewers, I've got a giant announcement that I'd like to make.
Okay.
First, next week we have Ryan Cormesser from Crawlers with Kids coming on. He's going to talk about his little his charity. I had an opportunity to interact with him, at least on the internet. I've met you and a bunch of the other guys, but
Right.
he definitely seems like a really cool thing. And I'm always about giving back, especially when working with the kids.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Because that's our future. You know, if we don't get our kids involved, it's gonna die off. And I think the culture of crawling will die off because then the go.
I do have a secret photo of me teaching my boy how to run the lathe. So.
Oh, that's a whole nother skill.
Yeah.
I can't wait to teach my daughter how to do Autodesk. She's gonna be better than I am. I mean, some of my kids are better than I am. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And my second, and I think a huge announcement. So Mike, do you know who Jeff Johns is?
Sounds familiar.
Axial co-founder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Red Cat president.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. He's actually on my Facebook. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be on our little on a little interview this coming Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern time.
That's cool. Yeah, because they really stepped up the notch on the Gen 8.
I've seen it running. Minor mods need. I mean, come on now. Anything out of the box needs a minor mod, but watching some of the young guns run that, they were brutal. And it just took it and kept asking for more. Please, sir,
Yeah,
may I have some more?
yeah, because I got a pretty decent setup kicking underneath mine right now, where it's
Yeah.
got the overdrive front end,
Okay.
and it's a flat skid.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'll show it to you when you come up.
Oh yeah, because you know I will. I'm definitely be looking forward to that. It's got quite a bit of a. I mean, it's definitely not only gaining popularity, but it's also showing to be a pretty reliable truck. And I'm looking forward to seeing, especially how they go. I still need to purchase one, honestly. I don't have the funds to do that right now, but I want their little builder's kit so I can play with it and learn the truck as I'm putting it together and fix those little things that, we all like to fix.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
understand that.
But so, I'm looking forward to the future. And Mike, I look forward to seeing you back out at Scalar, and hopefully, possibly Blue Rocks or some of the other big events coming
Yeah,
out.
I was asked. I got to figure out when that is because I was asked to come to it. So
Nice.
I had to figure out when it is.
If you can, Camel Trophy is on the 11th.
Yeah, I gotta see because I gotta see what's going on the 11th.
Okay.
But I know me and my wife's got a concert that night. But I think I'm free during the day.
That's a 100-gate course, so get to take a nap.
Yeah. Guess if I put a winch on my truck too, huh?
Yeah, because that's gonna need. I need to fix mine. I killed it first gate last comp. Just killed it dead.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I haven't torn it apart yet, but it just that.
It sounds like
Are you familiar with that V gulch that they have going up into the rocks going?
Yeah.
Yeah, that killed me. It just sucked down a tire. I didn't even get through the first gate and my winch broke.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, it was one of those. I mean, I'm not talking first gate like of just that course. No, it was the first gate of the day.
Oh man.
So,
that was a rough day.
Oh no, it was all mental recovery because I knew this truck could do it. But all right, brother. Thank you for coming on. I look forward to seeing what you guys put out, especially getting that lathe back going, the CNC, as well as the getting that 3D printer. I know you got some devious stuff up in that mind of yours, so I really look forward to it.
Yeah, that's why I'm bald.
Don't worry, you're bald and I'm going gray. My wife just pointed out. He's like, I see some gray right. I'm like, stop.
Oh, come on! I've had gray for years now.
It's killing me.
It's just so more. That's all.
So minor details.
That's right.
All right, Mike. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much, and I definitely look forward to seeing what you have to offer in the future.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Have a great one.
You too, man.
Talk to you soon.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.